What is up, and welcome to Twin Dragon Podcast Show. We're your hosts. My name is Mike.
And I'm Bobby. The show will be about two young working professionals going through the craziness of life. We'll have fun conversations about current events and what's happening in our lives. So, why do you want to know more?
Well, if you're bored at home, eating, or just chilling, and want to listen to something new, you've come to the right place. Hey guys, welcome back to the Twin Dragon Podcast. And I'm your host. My name is Mike.
And I'm Bobby.
And today, I think we have something special for you guys. So what are we doing today, Bobby?
Yeah, we are asking questions to each other. Not just any questions. We are asking that famous list, the list of 36 questions.
Wow, 36 questions.
Have you heard of it before?
Nope. And
Nope.
why is it 36 questions?
Basically, this channel made up they basically made a list of 36 questions, and it's mainly built to help people getting closer, either romantic or friendships. And so I decided, hey, maybe there's some questions that maybe we can ask that we may not know each other about. So yeah, I actually went through the list and took out the questions that seemed too easy for us. And yeah, hopefully that maybe through this list that our audience may also get to know us even better.
Nice. So they get to know us better and we get to know each other.
It's a win-win.
And how are we going to do this?
So yeah, I know that's 36 questions, and then given that there's questions maybe that we've already told our audience and the list is long, I decided to take out some of the questions, and as we go along, we only ask 6 questions out of each set, and there's 3 sets each. So we'll be given 3 questions each for each set. Hopefully that makes sense.
Yeah, and the person who is asking the question to that person being asked is the one that answers it.
Yeah, but yeah, and if we want to also answer it, or if I'm asking the question to you, if I feel like I want to answer it too, we can just do that, putting our own spin to it.
Keep the or keep the audience's suspense. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Do you want to go first or me? Or we could do rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors. Wow.
Yeah.
I was
ready?
thinking of flipping a coin, but whatever.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right.
Oh, whoa. Okay, wait.
So 1, 2, 3.
Okay, go. All right.
1, 2, 3. Oh.
Wow. All right.
Oh, we do this 1, 2.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
I win. All right.
Okay. Oh, I got scissors and he got rock.
I'm the rock. JK, no, I'm not. All right. So the first question on set 1, I have to get like a quick overview of seeing this because I'm seeing this for the first time. Oh, these are some of these questions are pretty funny or interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think you're a very dramatic person, and actually, I think since we're on a topic of YouTube and stuff, I'll ask this question: would you like to be famous, and in what way would you like to be famous?
That's a very good question. I think I guess in a way, yes, I've always wanted to be famous. Even as a kid, I watched Disney. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure everyone
watching Disney.
Yeah, we're still watching Disney, and I think one of the attractions was when some of the Disney people came out, you're watching Disney Channel, and then and they're drawing the Mickey Mouse symbol.
Yeah, I remember that.
I thought it was cool, and so I guess in a way, and then even when I transitioned to watching YouTube, I kind of wanted to do that. So I guess, yeah, I would like to be an influencer, but I guess in a way that I think around with what I believe in, where it's not a lot of drama, but yeah, just wholesome things, so yeah, I think just being famous just for just being me, basically.
Those family values.
Yeah. But yeah, I think some of the things that I want to put out to the world, but just maybe just like how caring I am in a way,
Mm,
or to others. Um, and I think just also what my interests are. I think my interests range for very different things. From, I love biking, I like hiking, traveling, cooking. I think that's something that I don't know if the audience know. I
mm,
love to cook. I like to cook hard things that most people don't like to cook. Um, I made one time a whole Thanksgiving dinner based off a famous New York Times cook,
mm.
and I put so much effort into it, and it was amazing. But yeah, just
Wow.
being famous just to be me, but not like in a um, narcissistic way,
Mm.
um, if that makes sense.
Yeah, totally, totally. Trying to just basically sort of share what you like and seeing other people if they can be inspired or be interested or drawn to it as well.
Yeah, and I think just to put out more things is just like I am a very shy person. When I'm on stage or like giving a speech, I get stage fright. So I
Mm,
don't want to be famous for TV or anything. And I'm pretty sure most of our audience know, like, we haven't really put out videos of like our faces or anything. I think for me, it's more like I want to put out for the content, not for us.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah. Not interested in that limelight, but want to be a
Yeah.
positive influencer.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense. I never wanted to be famous, by the way.
Okay. Um, all right. So it's my turn. How about this one? So I'm reading question 5, and it says, when did you last sing to yourself or to someone else?
Oh man, sing to myself? I can't even remember. I'm not a great singer. I can't even remember when I sung to myself. Honestly, it's been like years. Like I seriously cannot think of.
Like, you don't hum like or just like play music out loud and sing it.
No, actually, I have not done that in a very long time.
Wow.
I do think about lyrics in my head, but I never like vocalize them.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's yeah, I honestly it might have been the last time like I sung to myself was in the shower or something, like a humming, like you said, but I don't even remember when. It might have been at the very like the most recent would have to be at least like I don't know, half a year ago or like a couple. I definitely felt like a couple
Wow.
months or something because I cannot remember the last time I sung to myself. Usually it's like a hymn or something like that that was very catchy to my attention.
Oh.
Um and in terms of like singing to someone else, oh goodness gracious, I'd spare their ears.
So you never done that?
I cannot well, I mean like when we sing happy birthday to like my
Oh,
sister
okay.
or my
Oh, that's
parents,
nice.
I mean that's probably the only time I can recall that I sung something to someone.
That's pretty funny. Oh, I guess are you done with your
Oh
question?
yeah, yeah. I'm a
I
simple guy.
I think what do you call it? It's funny because I like singing, but I'm not great at it, and I like singing to people sometimes in a dramatic way, I guess, in a way. I,
Wow.
I'm pretty sure you know.
Uh-huh.
For the audience, I've actually sung to Mike, both funny and trying to be sentimental, I guess, in a way. I also sang to one of my other friends, because he was actually leaving town to do an internship, and it was like kind of like a sad moment, and so I ended up singing that song.
Sad day.
From no. It's
BTS.
from
Farewell.
no. It's from Out of the Box. I don't know if people have
What?
ever heard. Yeah, it's like a little kids show. And so at the end of the show, they say goodbye for now until we
Oh.
meet
Oh
again.
yeah, I remember that song. And now I remember that tune.
So yeah, me and my roommates actually sang it to him, and um,
Oh wow.
yeah, it was really fun, but also like nice. It was like kind of like a
A
nice
happy
and
farewell.
yeah, happy farewell because it was
Mm,
really funny.
mm, mm. It was the last time you sung to me was that last year during my birthday.
There was another moment.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that one was stuck to me more visually because
Oh.
I was like, whoa, what's happening?
But it was meaningful, right?
Well, I remembered it, so or I could have blacked out. I was like, oh man, my ears. Oh, but no, no. I guess it's my turn now.
Yeah.
All right. I like this very long question that I didn't even remember or hadn't fully read it yet. But yeah. For number 6, if you were able to live to the age of 90 and retain either your mind or body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of your life, which would you want? Wow. Are they assuming you're gonna live to 150?
You were able to live at age
Oh,
90.
wait. Hold on. If you were able to live to the age of 90. Oh, so this is assuming you're like 30. Okay. Assuming you're already 30 right now and you're going to live to age 90. Would you want to have a mind of a 30-year-old for the next 60 years or the body of a 30-year-old for the next 60?
I think I would rather have probably the mind of a 30-year-old.
Mm.
I
Ooh.
think, well, I think just because, I just know what it entails to not be mentally there,
Mm-hmm.
physically there, but not mentally there. I think because I've had so much experience with like, um, I think because I used to have like a lot of experience in the hospitals and um, elderly homes where
Mm.
they're physically there, but you cannot mentally reach them.
Mm.
So yeah, like if I'm able to reach 90, I want to be able to talk to my family members and friends
Mm.
who are still around, be able to
Mm.
share those kind of stories. But yeah, I guess like yeah, being able to move at the age of a 30-year-old at age 90 would be nice, but you can have like so much more like problems in your mind like dementia and that can really eat you up.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think I want to be mentally conscious there. you know I'll have a wheelchair, give me a
A
breathing mask.
walker.
Yeah, walker. Just I want to be able to talk and react to people.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That's actually like a good choice, to be honest. Yeah,
Yeah.
solid. I would pick the same thing for basically the same reason. Plus technology by then, you don't even need stuff to just like,
Give me a
write with your
robot arms.
exactly, just like write with your dot or something. I don't know, doing some crazy experiment. It's like, you have to move to do things.
Looking. How about this one?
Which one?
If you Question 12, if you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or ability, what would it be?
Are we talking in the realm of supernatural too, or just like normal?
It's whatever you want.
Whatever I want.
Whatever you want.
Oh man, that's like a Pandora box. Now you open
It
it, like,
is, but
tell
remember
me
it's family friendly. What
nothing too crazy, right? Can it be a package?
do you mean a package?
Like my one quality be like Superman.
Yeah, it could be that.
Nah. That's really hard, man. That's so hard. I can't pick one ability or quality. I think I would pick one ability quality, just keeping it more realistic because everybody can say like Superman or something like
Yeah.
this. I think it would be my biggest weakness would be patience. I
Hmm.
think I think the one quality that I feel like if I could get better on or like wake up and just would be patience because I think my dad like mentioned it to me like you know I think like one thing that it was like sort of like your weakness is feeling too rushed or not patient enough to wait on things essentially because
Hmm.
everything meaningful in life takes time
Yeah.
from uh getting into like as if you've watched some of my our other episodes med school, being a doctor, that takes time. Even growing up takes time, becoming an adult,
Hmm.
working out, getting healthy or losing weight or getting good at a skill. It requires patience. And yes, it requires hard work and discipline and putting in effort. But more often than not, it requires patience for those things to come out and show the results over time. And I think that's one area that would be tremendously helpful for me if I had more patience to just,
Mm.
continually chip at it and chip at it and go at it.
Yeah, I think that would be actually really nice. I think because I personally know Mike, and um, yeah, I think that's something that I struggled with a lot, honestly. I think in my early 20s. Yeah, like who doesn't want to rush um to grow up and have like um the needs and the wants of your life. But yeah.
Everything's sorted out basically. You got all
Yeah.
your ducks lined in a row, and
But yeah, it doesn't get sorted out or as you has as you planned, I guess, in a way.
life is unexpected.
Yeah.
Expect the unexpected. Okay. Now it is this how many did we do already for? Okay, so this is the last question I'll ask you in set one. Oh, this is interesting. Hmm. Let's go with number one. Given the choice of anyone in the world, whom would you want as a dinner guest?
That's a pretty good question. I feel like there's a lot of people. um I want to go in the realm of like make believe.
Oh, really?
I want
Okay.
to. I want
I'm
to,
I'm
but
actually curious what your answer is for this question, to be honest.
um
Like very curious.
I feel like it would be one of the Avengers.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Oh wait, would it be one of the Avengers? Would it be?
Yo, but the question says anyone in the world.
Oh no.
Avengers aren't really part of our like real world unless you
That's
like want the
true.
actor, I guess. But
Oh, that's true. I don't want the actor. I just like the character.
ooh,
Um, mm, hint, hint, hint. um, I mean, it's even harder. Probably the actor that plays Spider-Man. I think he's
oh,
really
Tom
cool.
Holland.
Yeah, Tom Holland. I think he's young enough but not old enough, but like cool enough but not too cool. To be able to have a conversation with.
Mm,
Because I feel like we all would be able to relate. And then like he's different enough because like he comes from a different country. Um,
that
yeah,
accent.
yeah, the accent. Hello, guys. Um, I don't know. I was like, when I first saw the Spider-Man movies, I just felt like, oh, he's pretty cool.
Cool kid.
Yeah, I was like thinking, oh, I wanna.
Be friends.
He's pretty cool guy. Yeah, I was like, I think I can hang out with him. And so yeah, I think Tom Holland would be the guy that I would want to, have as a dinner guest and say like, what's up, how was your trip to get here? Do you
What's it
want
like being a
fun?
superhero? I don't know.
Do you want some food?
Can I be your friend? Can you hit me at become a Marvel
Can I be in
superhero
the
as well?
background? Can I be featured?
You should be one of the characters, be one of the superheroes.
Sidekick, Spider-Man sidekick.
Yeah, yeah, something like that. Like that guy, the tech guy. I forgot his name. It's bad.
Forgot to. But his friend,
Yeah,
yes.
his best friend. Yeah, there you go. I asked that
um,
question also, so I wouldn't be asked that, I guess, in a way, because it is a hard question.
it is. It just, yeah, it just takes time. Do you want to answer it? I don't know.
Uh, I think one of my mind went to is just I thought of like some old people like John Piper, to be honest,
Oh, that's nice.
because he's he knows so much about um Christianity. He wrote so many books.
Mm.
He's wise, gone through so many seasons of life experience. Just picking his brain, sort of like, what was it like to go through so many things? Like, what did you learn? Teach me some of your wisdom, and
Yeah.
pass on some stuff. I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. I think it's always nice to like be able to meet people that inspire us, or just even who teach us,
Mm-hmm.
even from a distance.
Yeah. Just like, wow, here's a person.
Yeah, he's in real life. So it's my turn, and this will be the final question for set one. Um, so yeah, I think question 9, for what in your life do you feel most grateful?
Mm. Well, there's a lot of things. Well, I think there's just so many things to be grateful for if you think about it. Um, but I guess I'll have to say my parents. I know it's a
Mhm.
very cliche answer, but really, my parents put a lot of effort into raising me, like working hard, going through like multiple school training, etc., to put food on the table, and then continuously trying to help improve our quality of life, our family,
Mhm.
and just putting me through like college, med school, and like providing my needs and giving me the opportunity to learn so many things and supporting me and just being there, so at the best they can. And yeah, I mean, honestly, I would not be here or where I am today if it were not for my parents, essentially.
Yeah, I think that is something to be most grateful for, because they set up your life basically for you.
Yeah, from
Um,
like the start, essentially.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, facts. All right, let's move on to set two.
Yeah.
Now I have to read these questions since this first time. Oh, that one. Wow, that first question is already very interesting. Yeah, what's there's always like this one like dark question on here.
Always. There's always. I've been trying to avoid them too.
I like the first question. That one struck me. So question 13. If a crystal ball could tell you the truth about yourself, your life, the future, or anything else, what would you want to know, Bobby?
I feel like I already know the truth of my life and
Oh
about
man,
myself.
this guy is like a seer or something. He's like, I already know my future
No, well,
or life or himself
I
or
guess I kind of just interested in the future of like what does it look like? I want to know. I
what
guess
what
yeah, that's
what
just
would
so
you want to
interesting.
know?
Just like if I could be able to see like a fast forward version of my life of what it looked like or play out, kind of
Oh,
like the Doctor Strange, thing. Where he's able to like, I think at the
see all the see sort of like in the future what how things
yeah,
turned out.
basically like other possibilities and stuff like that. I think that kind of thing. I think that's what I would ask. What is the possible outcomes of my future and stuff like that, and um yeah,
Oh,
obviously, because like everything's not set in stone. I have choices.
so you want to see all the possibilities that could be possible
Yeah, I think
for the
in a
future.
make believe possible, if this crystal ball was real.
Well, I mean, yeah, this crystal ball is already made up anyway, so I guess you can make up sort of a scenario too.
Yeah,
But how far in advance would you go then?
I would just want to probably ask at least 10 years, and that's it.
Okay, 10 years, all the possibilities, and see all those possibilities.
Yeah,
Interesting. Okay. Okay.
I
But
think
then like,
I think I'll just be too scared to know my death.
yeah, I mean, but then like you see the possibilities, but I don't know, how would you know to get to that possibility, Like I guess that's like extra, but like
Yeah, well, I think it's just um
I feel like it would be like
I think
seeing the
it'll be just kind of like goal driven, like, oh, I'm able to do that, so I'm gonna like
I'll
thrive to
try to
do
do
that.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess so. And then the crystal ball breaks after you ask that question.
No more.
No more.
All right, I'm gonna go a little dark. So number
Wow.
question 18. What is the most terrible memory?
Well, there's many, many things to choose from. I would have to say bad dream once. I don't know if that counts. Of a dream. A memory of a dream. I think it was probably the worst nightmare I've had up there. I think there's obviously one more like Judgment Day basically that I told you about.
Mm.
But this dream that I had, I don't know why, but it was very, very scary. Obviously it's a nightmare. And call running from something and someone was trying to hunt me down. I can't remember if there was like I got stabbed or something in before, but I was running and then I was in a corner and somebody pulled out, a firearm and I got shot multiple times in that
Oh
dream.
wow. How
And
old were you?
I think I was either in fourth grade or fifth grade.
Oh wow.
Something like that. And yeah, I remember like just even seeing like bullet holes in my chest looking down, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm dead. I'm dying. And I was like very obviously scared. And and then I woke up, and then I was like, wow, that was such a vivid or scary dream that I had. And I don't even remember what kind of caused it, but it was yeah, it was one of my worst sort of nightmares. Like I usually don't, but that one was very vivid. Also, because
Mm,
it's so far in between.
yeah. Yeah, I guess like yeah, dreams can play a big impact in your life as well, especially when it's that scary and memorable.
Yeah, I mean, it stuck to me. The fact that I still remember that I had a dream like that. Most
Mm.
dreams I just forget because I'm just like, what just happened? And it's going about my day.
I think the most terrible memories that I have is me being in car crashes. Yeah, they all happen in different with different people, different cars, in different
Wait,
instances.
how many car crashes have you been in?
Um, One that I've actually drove it in, but that was actually someone else's fault. But yeah, I've been in multiple car accidents. Um, I would say at least five, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm still living.
Wow. You
I'm
didn't
still
get injured
walking.
at all? Were they fast collisions or not?
One of them was the one
Oh,
that I was when I was driving. Yeah, that one was fast.
wow. Don't play the odds, man.
Yeah, don't play in the car.
All right. Well, let's flip the switch since we are talking about terrible memory. What's your most treasured memory?
My most treasured memory. I think most treasured memory was me in high school when I went to the lake with my friends.
Mm,
Basically, it was just yeah, just a bunch of me and my friends in one car. We borrowed our friend's dad's truck. We went to the lake, the Braunfels Lake, and basically tubed down there.
wow.
And after done tubing, we just got our tarp and we just ate and like lunch, and I think we ate sandwiches or something. But it was just so nice. It's like something you would do with your parents,
Mm,
but we did it with our friends, and so I think it was nice that it was nothing like bad or anything or even legal.
like
um
illegal.
Illegal, yeah. And so yeah, I think that was a treasured memory because I was able to just have that kind of wholesome fun with my friends in high school and without any danger or fear of just any fear, I would say.
Mm,
And so yeah, I think that's something that I hold treasure a
mm-hmm.
lot. And I hope that I think that's something that also I like a lot of making more treasured memories with other people in those kind of ways.
I see a lot of similar questions.
Yeah, they are relating to people. Um,
Did you edit these or were these like already originally like that?
Most of them are like this.
Oh, interesting.
I'm gonna throw a hardball with you.
Give me a curveball.
A curveball. There you go. Sorry, it's not a curveball. It's all.
It's a crystal ball. No,
Yeah. All right. Alternate sharing something you consider a positive characteristic of your friend. Share a total of five items.
up 5 items about you, basically.
I think we both do it. This is alternate sharing something.
Oh, alternate sharing for your friend. Oh, basically us. That's easy. All
Oh, it's
right.
easy.
Yeah, you already said one. You're a caring person. You want to,
Maybe, maybe just explain why I'm a caring person.
Well, I mean, you kind of mentioned it, just, I think you mentioned it, I don't remember, but like, just, you be there for people, you cook for people, like you said, you made like a whole Thanksgiving meal for, I think it was your family, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, yeah, you show care by, doing things for other people that like goes above and beyond, like who, I'm sure there are people out there who cook like think a whole Thanksgiving meal for like some, I don't know, recipe they found on YouTube or something. But you said it was complicated and like it was hard, and but it tastes so good, and like so not everybody does that. I mean, I'm sure I could think people who are like probably like me who just like, let me just buy a Thanksgiving turkey and the grocery store. Good enough, like,
I think
oh dang, that means
oh,
like that means like it's an odd number. That means like one of us has to share more than one extra.
we'll
We might have to.
alternate to give you some time to think. I
Yeah.
think a positive characteristic for you is you're enduring. I think
Oh,
you
that's
do.
interesting.
Yeah, well, I think it shows a lot. Like, yeah, you endure through a lot. I think noticing you right now in life, it's, I guess, like going through medical school and just all these other things. I guess maturing is just like, yeah, it's a lot of enduring, having to grow up in those kind of way. I think, especially in a pandemic and all these other circumstances.
I see. Interesting. Another positive characteristic for you. Gosh, so many. Let me I don't even know how to, well, I guess it's a similar vein as caring. I was gonna say like conscientious, but maybe I could say uh like very very aware of like the other person, sort of, what, not just like, and it's like caring is one sense, but just in tune with the other person, very perceptive, like sensitive to, what the other person's going on, like their state of mind or emotions, or like able to read those, the person essentially in a way
Mhm.
to understand them, like, kind of like what a therapist or counselor would be, I
Yeah.
keep telling you to, you should be a counselor or a therapist for, people. um and I think that's a plus, because, heck, these questions are about relations, and, people, we're people. Okay, that was redundant. We're relational people, like, and so I think that's a very very, what just happened, it's a very very good skill and very positive characteristics to be able to do that for people.
Thank you. Um, yeah. So actually, yeah, I think another characteristic that I have for you is just, I think strong-minded. Your mind doesn't break easily, in terms of like, not just that you're smart, but I think you're able to bring in so much information that you, I guess, like, you have to do this, and it's not just duties or schoolwork, but when you know that someone's in need, you obviously have to go to do it. I think because I think in a way it's like it's installed in you now, um, as you're growing up. I think it's a lot of maturity. I guess that's another one for that one, if that makes sense. I think,
Interesting.
yeah, I just think there's a lot of growth that's happening in you, um, and I think that that's one of them. That you start you're noticing things, and you're retaining so much information in order to help other people. And I think that's also related to, like, yeah, you being a doctor, even though you don't want to have that direct interaction, you find other ways to um you know be able to help. And I think and it shows, like, within our friendship as well. You can't physically be there for me, but you try in other ways.
Mm,
And I think we talked about it as well, last night.
mm, thanks.
You're welcome.
Are we doing one more, right? Because it says five.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
I got the short end of the stick, I guess. No, I'm just kidding. One more. Let's see. I think you are persistent, like persevering in terms of uh well, many things, but also just like relationships. I think a lot of people give up, like, oh, out of mind, out of sight. That's something that a lot of, well, from my experience, guy friendships are like. When the person isn't sort of on your radar, you kind of forget about them. You feel like, it's too lazy to shoot a text, or it's so much work, like why bother, kind of deal, to like follow up and uh, keep in touch or
Mhm.
like persevere if things get hard in a friendship or relationship. I think you taught me a lot of that and shown that to a lot to me, because yeah, we were not in touch for a bit after we I graduated, and I moved to New York, and you shot the text, and you wanted to continue the conversation, the dialogue for our friendship. And I was kind of the person who's like, out of mind, out of sight, like, I'm all the way here, like in New York, and you're all the way in Texas. But you sort of, in a sense, like rekindled that relationship and brought that friendship back. And yeah, I think that's a very strong quality, because I don't see that very often in a lot of friendships, especially guy friendships. And so, yeah, I think that's a very, very
Mhm.
good uh, characteristics.
Mhm. Thank you.
How many questions that? That's
4.
four. Oh, okay, so it's my turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. uh Man, some of these questions are so too similar.
Yeah.
Let's go with is there something that you've dreamed of doing for a long time? And if so, if you haven't done it, why haven't you done it?
I think one of them was starting YouTube channel, but I think um I think presenting I think the idea to you, I think I finally did it. But I think one of them, the other thing is being able to go to Asia. Um, I haven't done
Asia.
it. Yeah, I think one of them was going to Korea. Um, I haven't done it for because I had so much other commitments, and I think I think those commitments kind of held me back in a way.
Hmm.
But I'm hoping that this year will be one of them.
You mean next
That
year?
or yeah, I guess next year, yeah, 2022
There
will
we
be the
go.
year that we will go. But not to say that if the pandemic is still happening or all these other factors that we talked
Right.
about
Yeah.
go into play, then yeah, hopefully we do go.
Mm, makes
But yeah,
sense.
that's pretty much it. That's the thing I've always dreamed of doing.
Wow. When did you start dreaming of going to Korea?
Um, College probably
Oh, okay.
when I knew it existed.
Wow. I'm like, whoa, there's something on the
So,
other side of the
it's a
world?
whole new world over there. What did they invent?
Wow. They got soju,
What's soju?
rice wine,
Oh, okay.
sweet rice wine, I think. It's a Korean beverage, alcohol beverage.
Okay. So I'm the last question for set two.
Yes. You're the last question.
Okay.
Oh, they're
And
all tough
if it's hard
questions.
for you to answer, just say pass and I'll give you another question, okay?
Sure. I mean, all these questions don't look that great, to be honest.
Yeah. All right. So how do you feel about your relationship with your mother?
Wow. Gotta talk about my mom on here.
Your mama.
Making me talk about my mom. All right, mom, if you're ever here listening to this, I love you. But yeah, no, just kidding. I think I mean, we have a good relationship. I know my mom obviously cares for me. She works very hard to support our family and put me to where I am. Like, again, like the last question about like our last couple questions ago about what I'm most grateful for, I mentioned my parents, and my mom's a big contributor to that, and I obviously feel grateful for her work and just what she does, and every time I come home, she's always like, "Oh, I'm gonna make something for you. It's gonna be nice and it's gonna taste great. Something that you can't get over here in New York, and all these things." And that's her way of showing. I think I have a decent relationship with my mom, but I think it could obviously be better. I think sometimes it's sort of hard to relate to my mom and also just talk just casually. Sometimes I'm just like, what should I say to my mom? And like, it's just like she's busy, and she's tired, and um yeah, it's just sometimes hard to sort of relate to her in some ways. And she's usually on her phone too, just like, reading random stuff on her phone. So it's like, okay. Um, but yeah, it's a okay relationship, but it could be better. And really relating to my mom wise. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was the end of set two. And we're going on to set three. And it's my turn.
Is it my turn?
Oh
I
wait.
just answered.
It's your turn. Sorry.
There we go. He's cheating. He's cheating.
Forget.
Yo, oh man, these questions be like difficult. All right. Let's go with the easy one. 29. Share an embarrassing moment in your life that you feel comfortable with sharing.
Oh man, so many embarrassing moments in my life, honestly.
Oh, okay.
But I
Okay.
share one. So in college, I had this human development class, and in one of the class, there was this TA, and she was kind of like mean to me, and she was kind of very snotty to me.
Why?
Like very sassy remarks. I don't know why. I don't know why.
She just didn't like you.
I think so.
You looked
Well,
at her wrong. And she's like, "Who is this guy? I don't like you."
and I think I had her for two different classes,
Oh
and
man.
for two different semesters. And at the last semester, we were turning in these papers, and I was just trying to be like, yeah, and I was just trying to be smart aleck, and I was turning my paper, and I was like, here you go, Courtney, which is the name of the TA. There was nothing great about it, or there was nothing great about it. I was just
Wait,
saying,
nothing great
I just
about
said
what?
me saying her name when I turned my paper.
Oh,
I
okay.
just said her name just to be funny.
Were you being sassy?
And in a way, yes. And then, I was walking up the stairs, and I was like, looking at my friends from across the room, and I was like, having a thumbs up. I was walking up the stairs. I was like, yeah, I did it. There was nothing to do, but little did I know, I fell down.
Oh, you fell
And
down on the
I fell down.
stairs?
I fell down the stairs because there was a chair in front of me in the staircase, and I was like thinking to myself, like, what is a chair doing in the middle of a staircase going up? And then this person in the class was like, no one saw. No one saw. You're good. I was like, I hope so. No one saw. So yeah, just how me going up the stairs, and I didn't realize it. I was looking the other way. Basically, make sure you always look where you walk or going up the stairs. And I fell down because I wasn't looking where I was going.
How far did you fall?
Um, I just tumbled forward.
Oh,
But yeah, that was like one of my embarrassing moments in college.
well, only one, guys. Did you hear that? Only one. He has many more.
There's many more. All right. I think this is simple, and it's doable, and it could be fun. Question 25. Make three true we statements each. For instance, we both like, oh, sorry, we are both in the room, etc., etc. So I guess I'll go first.
Oh, wait. We each have to make three.
Yeah, we'll just cut
Oh,
it down to say just three. So
okay, just three total. All right, all right.
yeah.
Shouldn't I do it like two, then you do one since you're asking?
Yeah, that's fine.
You can do more work if you want.
No, that's okay. It's okay.
I shouldn't have said that. We both, well, there's no one in this room right now, and we're recording on Zoom, so I'm assuming it's just us two, right? So
Yeah.
we both like traveling.
Yes, that is so true.
We like to go on adventures. If you heard our episode about travels or on the move, I think it was like episode 4 or something. I don't know, I forgot. We talked about sort of our trips to different places, and what we found enjoyable and some of our tips, as a plug-in. But yeah, we like to travel and go on adventures.
You kind of brought up a pretty good quality or something that we both really enjoy. I think another thing is like we both love Sichuan, or I guess Chinese dishes. Um,
Dang, like the ma and the la from
yes.
Sichuan.
Yeah,
The
I think
oil, the oil,
we both try to go find those
icing.
kind of places. I think like that place in Houston, that place in New York. We can't really say the names. Well, I guess the Bow in New York. Forgot the other place in Houston.
Wanabao,
Houston.
basically.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that's very
I think
simple.
because it's very heavy tasting, oil, thick, and
Mm,
a lot of flavor, kind of like Hispanic dishes, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
somewhat.
similarity. There's some similarity. Uh, let's see. The last statement. We both like. Well, I mean, we both like watching movies and like shows, specifically like Marvel and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It's very easy
action.
because
Yeah, very action.
yeah, I mean, we go to like the movies a lot, like almost every time, to be honest, that you come to New York.
Yeah, I think that's something that's. Well, I guess I remember going doing that a lot pre-pandemic. We would go.
Yeah,
I think it's just it's nice because we get to relax and stuff like that.
and watch like a movie, something that
Yeah,
we're interested in seeing what happens. I like the story, and it's nice and the whole experience, and
I
you
think
you like
when it came virtual, it was harder to enjoy it in a way.
yeah, it doesn't have that sort of experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, your turn.
Oh man. I guess this is a very practical question. So let's do 34. So if your house and everything you own catches on fire and you've saved your loved ones and your pets, you have you have time to make one more last dash into the building to grab one thing. What would it be and why?
I would get my phone. Um,
Yeah, seem very, very practical
very
question.
practical. I think because I can call people, has everything I need, like internet and stuff like that. And then it also has my debit card and credit card and my ID in it.
Wow. So guys, y'all know what to take from him, right? Where he keeps all his belongings.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it. And if my
Mm-hmm.
phone was in my backpack, I'll take my backpack.
Yeah. Very simple. I mean, I would grab my phone too. I was thinking about laptop, but then you brought up the point about like cards and ID and stuff. Although I don't really keep my ID in there. It's hard to fit everything in. But yeah, basically, basically that too.
Nice.
We're
All right.
practical people.
Yeah. um, hmm. I'm gonna throw a curveball, hardball at you. Question 36. Share a personal problem and ask your friend advice on how you might handle it. Also ask your friend to reflect back on how you seem to be feeling about the problem you have chosen.
I mean, honestly, it's very easy. Just basically what we've talked about and gone through the last couple months. Just getting real with each other and talking about things that we're going through. I think one thing I think very easily is just well, I guess it's like multiple problems, but it's just like, like like the future essentially, like
Mhm.
I'm in the residency sort of application cycle, like applying to my next step in training as a physician. And, there's always worries about like, oh, where am I going to go? Is everything going to work out? What if I don't get into a good program? What if this? What if that? I think it's just, like sort of the book we're reading about contentment, like
Mhm.
ultimately, everything's going to work out fine. Just do what you need to do, trust God, and be okay with sort of, what I'm given essentially. Because honestly, I know I'll end up somewhere. It's just a matter of where is it going to be, and how high is it on my preference list, given that if I apply strategically to programs, like having enough programs to that I'm applying to, eventually one of them will catch, hopefully. And it's just a matter of like waiting and seeing and being okay with sort of where I end up essentially. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and I think just for the audience, yeah, we do talk a lot about this, and and then it's even like in terms of how I feel about it, I think I feel the same for Mike, that it is a difficult situation, and that we do have to find contentment with what we currently have and or whatever we're given. Um, and yeah, and I think we just have to take it day by day of like what's currently happening. We shouldn't think too much in the future. Yes, plan for the future, but um, if it's not happening yet, then try not to worry about it, because then those anxieties or worries do overwhelm us, or eat us up inside.
Hmm. Yeah. True facts. uh Man, I'm gonna change 35. 35. So like, of all the people in your family, who would you be, I guess, most fine? Whose death would you find most disturbing, or who would you feel most pain to lose, I guess, and why?
Hmm. Of all the people in your family, who's death?
Like, who would you
Um,
want to lose the least? I guess I don't know. It's kind of like, what would you feel most remorse and
eh,
loss?
that's hard because I have a lot of family members.
Mm,
There's 5 of us in my family in
mm,
terms of siblings, and then of course
mm.
mom and dad. Um, well, I'm just gonna go with the yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
My mom, obviously, one of them because like she raised me and she supported me, um,
Fed
and
you, raised you, took care of you,
yeah,
disciplined you.
and then yeah, it would be really hard to lose a parent,
Right.
and someone all your life, and I think it's disturbing because I already kind of know what it's gonna feel like because of I guess my past experience of like losing loved ones. I lost a grandmother, um, who also lived with us, and she was like a mother to us as well.
Mm,
But I'm pretty sure it wasn't to the level. My grief probably wasn't to the level of my mother's probably,
mm,
at the time, because that's who she grew up with and
mm,
who who loved her.
mm-hmm,
So I'm probably gonna. I think that's something that's would affect me even greater.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Last question. Finally.
We reached the
Um,
finish line.
yes. Um, let's give the audience what they want, Mike.
That's what.
All right. Question 33. If you were to die this evening with no opportunity to communicate with anyone, what would you most regret not having told someone? Why haven't you told them yet?
Uh, Honestly, it's pretty hard to think of that question.
Yeah, I guess that's a hard ball.
Hmm. Actually, like for me, there really isn't that much that I haven't really communicated with people that I want to know what I want them to know, essentially. I think one thing that I would talk with anyone, I think it might have been will be my dad. I think just telling him sort of like what I've experienced through the last year or so in terms of spiritual growth and maturity, and like what I've experienced through our relationship. Just telling him sort of what are the things I've learned and realized about myself, and also just my upbringing, and the connections I've seen and drawn, and yeah, just sharing that with my dad, and you know, thanking him for what he did to the best that he can, and how he's told me um, how he loves me, and wanting the best for me, and et cetera, et cetera. Just seeing that really tangibly, and also just um yeah, him sharing about his life before, and so that would be like kind of me sharing like my short brief life if I were to die this evening.
Yeah.
um and I think it would be good. I think why haven't I told him? I think it's just I haven't found like a really good time to sort of like do that all. Obviously, it's not like I have such a hard deadline, like by tonight or
Yeah.
something like that. But yeah, I think eventually one day I would want to just tell my parents, sort of like explaining how everything that I learned, and sort of passing it to them, and also maybe my sister even. And yeah.
Nice. Yeah. I felt kind of the same thing, or I felt that same thing. I think just yeah, my growth in college, I was able to like just kind of share those kind of things with my mom, but yeah, I had to like sit her down and it had to be just me and her, and it was nice to like finally just say, things that I've been going through or how I grew during
Mm,
college. But yeah, she only saw me as like a child or a little kid. She only knew the Bobby in high school. She
mm,
didn't know you know me growing up, I guess, in a way in college.
mm,
But yeah, thanks for sharing that.
mm-hmm. And that's a wrap, guys, right? All the questions we finished to the end. Hopefully, you guys found it interesting just to learn about these questions, maybe ask someone else that you want to get to know more, and hopefully, you guys learn a little bit more about us. And yeah, it could be interesting, or you could have been bored, like, wow, these guys are boring, but hopefully not. But I think that's a wrap, and thanks again for tuning in to this episode.
All right, guys. See ya.
Later.
Thank you again, guys, for listening to the Twin Dragons podcast. If you guys want to know more about a topic or want us to do a specific video, let us know in the comments below.
And please like and subscribe if you want to help support us. Keep a lookout on our social media accounts so that you can keep up to date with any new episodes that come out and get connected. And we'll catch you guys in the next episode.